one.
Hello. Happy Father's Day.
I'm doing my happy dance because I'm with my daughters.
Oh.
Yeah, so cute.
All
Yes.
three. Hi, boo. Hi, boo.
Oh, she's right there.
So we're continuing our Father's Day celebration, guys. We got to celebrate Alan on Wednesday, and now we get to celebrate you.
Well,
Today's
thank
your
you.
day.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna raise this up a little. So we have, a few of your favorite things: lychee, brie, some wine,
vino.
And your daughters mostly.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, yeah.
How lucky am I? I have the greatest daughters ever.
How lucky are we? Yeah, I echo that.
Yeah, they're very happy to see you, Bruce. Everyone's very happy to see you.
Yeah. Where have you been?
So if you would do the honor and pour some.
Some.
Is that the brass top bottle?
Yeah.
It does.
That's so pretty.
This is a bottle that I found. It's a Tuscan.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, isn't that fun? Because on our trips, we were drinking a lot of Tuscan rosé, which they call rosato.
Because they don't really like it if you ask for.
That's so pretty. You should keep this bottle.
They don't really like it if they ask for rosé in
No, they
Italy
don't like
because
it.
it's French.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I learned this fun new recipe last weekend at my best friend's house, and her parents have been putting jalapeno slices in rosé,
Oh.
and it's
wow.
really good. It's kind of like an infused rosé situation, and we did it on Monday too. We had Violet and Jeff over for dinner, and we did orange wine with jalapeno.
Nice.
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we thought you could put lychee in your
Yeah, should we put
rosé.
lychees in it?
I think I want to try it.
Yeah.
Try it on its own
You
first.
can toast
Should
with my
I put
glass.
salt and pepper in it? Maybe some olive oil?
Fancy.
Yeah.
People are saying they can't hear. What do you mean you can't hear? We're like right next to the phone. We've got 2 microphones set up. We've got,
Is everything on?
yeah, it's all on.
Okay.
Pretty long.
Is
it on Facebook or Instagram?
It says sound is off. Bad.
Oh.
Unplug it.
Mm. Oh, okay. Okay, no, okay, so
Can you hear us now?
Instagram can hear. It's always the Facebook phone.
Just
Okay.
move over to Insta, guys.
Yeah, okay. How is it now on Facebook, guys? Okay, great. They're saying it's fine. Everyone else says it's fine.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Father's Day.
I love you
Happy
guys so much.
Father's Day. Love you.
Okay. All right, great. So we can hear. Can you hear, honey?
This says bocce on it.
Aw, that's
I like
cute.
that. It kind of tastes more like an orange wine.
It does.
It's kind of funky.
Yeah.
I really like this wine.
Oh, yeah? Can I taste
From the
it?
bottle to the taste
To the
to the color
experience.
to the dad who bought
To
it.
the dad. To the dad. Yeah.
With a dad.
Well, should we tell everyone what the deal is today?
Yes, let's do that.
What a great deal. We have 25% off today for Father's Day.
What?
And you can get
25.
that with the promo code. What's the, I can't see it.
Dad
from there.
25.
Dad 25.
Easy enough to remember.
Yeah.
Dad 25.
Dad 25.
So we
It's
pulled-
actually Dad 25. Dad.
We pulled a couple of Bruce's favorite things, and so we're going to talk about some of your favorite products. A lot of you don't know that, our products really are unisex.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yes. So we're going to talk about some nice products and, just hang out with you,
Okay.
Bruce.
What? Hang out with you.
You want to open your Father's Day card?
Is this the right time?
Yeah, just open the card.
Okay. This is my favorite word. You're the greatest dad in history. Now it's official.
But
Yeah.
exactly how a dad should be.
Yeah.
Thanks for all. Oh, heck, probably in prehistory too. Thanks for always sticking your neck out for me, Dad. I wish I had longer arms. This is a little pterodactyl.
T-Rex.
T-Rex. To show you how much I love you. Roar. That's Dinosaur for love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Thanks for being perfect, Dad.
You know what I just wanted to say about this?
Huh.
You have to be a certain kind of dad for your
really enjoy
for your
this.
girls to go to pick out a card for you and pick out this one. Because we all know there are dads where not everyone has a great relationship with their dad.
That's
And
true.
you'd see this and go, not that.
That's so true.
That's
I didn't
true.
even think
You're
about that.
really,
Yeah,
I mean,
Of course,
it's
that didn't cross my mind.
Yeah.
it's true. You know, you guys, it's hard. Father's Day is a hard holiday for a lot of people. So you girls are so lucky you have such an amazing dad.
And vice versa.
Penny Chase said, still no CoQ10. Penny, we do have ubiquinol CoQ10. It is in stock. So
And it's 25% off today with code DAD25.
that's right.
Is it inappropriate to start singing Penny Chase is in my ears? Sorry. Anyway. No one?
I got it. I thought it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best dad ever. Love you. We love you.
I mean, this is just a little mini Father's Day before
I know,
Father's
but
Day.
I love it. I love it. This is
That was
going.
really good.
This is going on my desk.
Okay,
Like,
so
oh, when did your daughters give that to you? In 2004?
Yeah, exactly.
we're going to talk about a couple of your favorite products now, Bruce. So these are, Bruce uses so many of our products that I'm going to have you start with the one that you keep in your shower.
Okay. I was trying to prop that up. So this is exfoliating peach cleanser. And are we laughing at me?
Yeah, just how much you love this horse.
I do. Well, okay, so actually, because I've told you guys this, but I tell a lot of people this. You guys, everything, I got a lot when I was a kid, but there are certain things I didn't get. And I think that's true for everyone. And that no parent is perfect, but you guys have healed me so much because of Zanny's fame, for instance. Like I couldn't have my friends come over easily because, they were trying, Zanny and Zeta were being protective. Yeah, they were just protective about her fame. So like we were the house that everyone gets to come over to. And when I was a kid, all the rich kids got pop-up cards.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I
That's
didn't get pop-up cards because they were really pricey, and I just,
That's really
so,
That's so cool.
So
I'm
it's
reading
very-
pop cards all the time now.
so it's very special.
That's really cute.
So Jennifer Herwald said, will Bruce read questions like Big Al did?
I will. I'd be
Yes.
happy
Okay.
to.
So we're going to talk first
You want me to
about.
go through products
Yes,
first?
we're going to just talk about the peach exfoliating cleanser, and then we do have questions for Bruce.
The key to this one, which I forget sometimes, is if you can put it on before you wet your face, because it has to help me without
Fruit acid.
Beta hydroxy acids.
that you want to stay on your face for a little while, right?
Mm-hmm.
For like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Should I put it on my hand so people can see?
Sure.
and it usually turns it a little red, right? It like
Okay. Now, when Bruce was, for many years, Bruce used the one that you get at the drugstore.
At the same place we got this pop-up.
Yeah.
Trying
He.
to shift Jeff over to the
Yeah,
good
there you
side
go.
of history.
Yes. So because he loves a deep
history or
scrub.
prehistory?
Yeah, he loves a deep scrub on his face.
Yeah.
So that is why we now have one that is much better for your skin because it doesn't have jagged edge apricot kernels that actually are tearing your skin. So
Okay.
these
So
are
let this sit for like 2
polished
minutes.
peach grains. Yes.
Yeah. So particularly when it on, because I don't shave every day. I could, but I don't. I usually shave like every other day, every third day. So I scrub with that, and then I get out of the shower, out of a hot shower, when I'm still, like my face is still like steaming hot from the water. And I use this. This is better than any foam. It's better than any gel that you can use.
It's a shaving gel for
It's a
those who didn't hear
Yes,
that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Which I didn't say, so thank you. It's shaving gel, and it lasts a long time, and it smells fantastic. It smells like grapefruit.
It's
So
actually wild orange vanilla.
wild orange vanilla. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were right with the citrus.
Yeah. but it's also like that's a very unisex.
Yeah.
Yes,
smell,
for sure.
Fragrance too,
Men love this product.
and it's also
So do women for armpits,
Yes.
bikini
That's-
line.
I just shaved this morning. It
Very
gives you the
soft.
softest,
Yeah,
closest
very soft.
shave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The reason is because you get a great slip with this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
yeah.
And it moisturizes your skin. We don't realize, guys, that those chemical foams are completely drying out, stripping the skin.
And I can tell you from
Back to the
experience.
exfoliator now. Now you would rub it in.
Yeah,
With water.
a little bit of water on your fingertips.
And then you rinse
And
it
it
off.
feels so soft.
And then I'll go rinse and you can see the
Yeah.
action.
So the reason that works so well is because the reason it works so well is because the beta hydroxy acids kind of
Which one?
the exfoliating cleanser. That helps to break down that top surface layer of skin. And then when you exfoliate with those polished peach kernels and jojoba beads, it sloughs off the top layer of skin. And it leaves your skin really...
Literally so nice. My skin is so soft right now. It
It's
doesn't
like a
feel
little-
stripped.
Yeah.
It's just like smooth niceness. Feel.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Right?
so then, Bruce, when your skin gets a little
I'm
irritated
just
from...
gonna say, because I've only talked about shaving my face, I know firsthand it's also great to shave your legs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I used to be a cyclist, and I used it for shaving my legs. I actually, we can tell everyone.
He taught me how to shave my legs.
He did.
You
We
did
were-
a good job, except I don't do it that much anymore.
Me too.
Shave my armpits all the time.
How about this?
Manuka soothing gel.
Manuka honey soothing gel.
This is fantastic for after you shave. It's fantastic for
Yeah.
anything.
Any
but-
kind of irritation.
Yeah. But to me, I don't have any shaving. I used to get like bumps on my neck, you know. I
razor
just
arm.
thought, I'm just Irish.
Yeah.
And I put that on after, and I never get any bumps.
It's also amazing for like the summer months where if you have irritation from,
Well, in our
You know.
family, every month is a summer's month.
Yeah.
Sorry.
but if you have irritation from maybe a little bit too much sun exposure, or if you get bitten by an insect, like it really helps to reduce the feeling of pain.
Of irritation.
It's soothing. It's really
Yeah.
soothing.
Yeah, it's very soothing.
Yeah.
These
Okay,
leeches are
so-
so good.
So then you put on what, Bruce? This is his next favorite
That
product.
is ageless serum.
Yeah.
So I put that on. I actually, truth be told, I put on a little bit of liquid oxygen, but then I put this on.
Well, we did the liquid oxygen as Zeta's free gift, so I didn't
Well,
include it with
Zeta,
yours.
Actually, that's his favorite thing.
Yes.
So I put this on again. It's like it's so smooth. It goes in so easy. And this, unlike everyone knows, I over squirt and over spray. You only need a couple on this, like
Yeah,
one or
it's-
two, and because it goes on so thick.
This is the Manuka honey, just so that you guys can see.
There you go.
You love your toner too.
Yes.
Big toner.
Oh,
big
yeah,
toner.
he does love his
The
toner.
I'm
Great
like,
toner.
I counted one day because mommy gives me so much crap about it.
Yeah.
She's like, "How much do you use?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So I started going 1, 2, 3, and I got like stopped at like 18.
I'm surprised. That's crazy. Wow.
I have a big head.
This
Yeah.
is what the ageless serum looks like. Before
The
it was
ageless,
Manuka honey.
yeah, ageless
But I
serum,
let it
guys.
dry on.
Yeah.
I did all, but like by the time I get to this stuff, it's all.
Men like anti-aging products too, and the ageless serum really helps to plump the appearance of skin. It helps target the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It is also very soothing. It is the serum that goes before the moisturizer.
My hands literally feel so soft, and it's just my hands.
Yes. So then I'm just going to get through these two things here because
I'm gonna have some breaks.
then you finish up with he loves his bioactive moisturizer.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
It's such a good moisturizer.
One of our top selling products, the bioactive moisturizer. Camellia, can you complete the process on your hands?
It does look great.
It really, it feels
I
incredible.
can see a difference.
Look at that. It's the perfect consistency. It's not too sticky, but it's thick enough.
Yeah, amazing.
It also doesn't pill. which is amazing.
And I think what you said is like the key, particularly for men. None of this is sticky.
No, not at all. It's light enough to wear during the day under makeup, and it's also heavy enough to really moisturize and nourish your skin at night and wake up with a really great glow.
I usually use it every night.
I know this is a Father's Day show, but you know what I got that just arrived in the mail that I tried last night that I love?
Huh.
There's this pillow that I saw on TikTok and it's like a claw, and you sleep like this so that's supposed to
prevent wrinkles.
prevents wrinkles and acne because your face doesn't touch anything. It's kind of elevated. And I tried it last night and it was so comfortable. And when I woke up, I still had all of my, my moisturizer felt like more glowy.
More intact.
White
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know.
Way to go.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so
Eye cream.
Yeah, we have one last thing.
um,
I can tell someone wrote a rude comment. But
yeah, I'm not even gonna repeat it. It's just dumb.
I know her so well.
You do know me so well,
Cross-sell
Violet.
salesman.
It's like I don't need to say anything. All of our people take care of it.
Yeah.
I have
What
my
was it about?
entire customer service team are you guys. You guys are amazing answering questions.
Did somebody give me some flack?
No, not at all. They were just making up stories about our family.
Now they're trying to capitalize
yeah.
since she died.
No, I'm not gonna.
We get that one a lot.
Yeah. No, not that. Okay, so let's give Daddy a question. Violet.
Okay.
Violet
Wait,
created.
we didn't finish.
Do we have one
We can do it later. I think it's time
question?
to move to a question.
We need a theme song. Question time. Question time.
It is Father's Day question time.
They're all a little different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I look.
No. I'm not gonna see it.
Okay. Question number 1. What's the biggest risk you have taken as a dad? The biggest risk. Got a handful of things come to mind. Probably, maybe starting this new business. That I have. But a risk. Okay, here's one. What I think, and I mean this in the most loving way, the most terrifying thing to do is to have children.
Yeah.
So you both were wonderful surprises, and each time, particularly the first time, it's like, wow, what do we do? How do we maneuver this? And it's amazing. The second your little finger came out, the second your finger came out, it's like something takes over you. You can't believe how much you can love this being, and all the anxiety leading up to it was for naught. And maybe it's part of the preparation for your body, but it felt so risky, and then when it happens, you're like, why did I ever worry? Why was I ever concerned?
That's so sweet.
You guys, we are getting all the dad love today with Bruce and the girls. The promo code is DAD25. You can use this all weekend long. There won't be a show on Sunday because it's Father's Day. And the promo code is SuzanneSummers.com. You know what I think your biggest risk was? All the times you got on your bike and went cycling.
That's what I was going to say, or when he took me on his bike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you loved it.
That was the biggest
I don't know
risk.
what I was thinking.
You
I was
loved
like
it.
4 years old.
And
Yeah.
we,
Even younger.
we were bombing down the mountain.
She loved it.
I was in a little, what's it called?
It was a tandem.
Tandem bike.
Yeah.
And I
You
was
could pedal it.
pushing, I was really pedaling.
Yeah, no,
We were going fast enough down the hill to where tears started flowing.
Oh my god.
I was how old? 3?
4.
4, yeah.
I was
Okay,
always
another
scared
question.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Violet. I didn't have to worry about Violet
We all
doing
went
it.
on a bike ride together, and I fell down a sandy pass.
Yeah.
And I looked up and I was so traumatized because falling as a kid for the first time is pretty scary. And I looked up and Camilla and my dad were laughing so hard at me. They were pointing and laughing. And I was
Sorry,
like,
I have no
Yeah.
recollection of
Okay,
that.
so
those are moments where you kind of need your mom.
Antonita said your biggest risk was hiking alone for 9 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mother would agree with Antonita.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 2. What is the greatest lesson you have learned through fatherhood? trust that it will all work out. So even when you have the biggest anxiety, even when the two of you were ill, we've talked about it a lot. Like, I'm sorry you went through your anxieties and illnesses and Lyme disease and things like that, but it's made you and our family better.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
stronger. You guys are warriors. You guys know how to handle anything now. So when negative stuff comes, like, I see you sliding with it a little easier, because you know, like, this is not the worst thing in life.
Yeah.
Well, and we all get major challenges in
Yeah.
life. So you guys
But I think-
you guys had
My
Well,
theory
very
on major
young.
challenges is that the only failure in them is if you fail to learn from that lesson.
Yeah, that's
a good
true.
point.
Yeah.
that's true. Question.
Question.
Okay, these are fun. What makes you feel loved and appreciated by your daughters and family? Just being with you.
Aw.
I always feel
And
loved.
pop-up cards.
And
apparently.
pop-up cards.
Yeah.
It's a baller with a pop-up card.
Yeah, that was such a sweet thing. It's always good to hear about things from people's childhoods that, like, little
Yeah,
childish
right.
things that you wanted but couldn't
Right.
have for some reason.
Yeah.
Like Zanny always wanting dolls and stuff.
Well, like
Like
even
an
when-
appetizer or dessert when we'd go out
That's
to eat.
real, yeah.
No, we got dessert. We didn't get appetizers, and you did not get a second drink.
No.
Six kids, yeah.
Times 6.
Once a week, man.
Yeah.
One drink.
Yeah.
That's cool to know, yeah.
Yeah, it's normal.
I
Like,
would get appetizers that my mom couldn't afford. Because before Three's Company, she couldn't afford a lot.
she faked it well, though.
She faked it well.
You were rich
and
in love.
She wanted to do her best and give me as much as possible.
It's so
I
true.
still love the story of her going, tonight you get a potato.
Exactly. And I'm like,
He still does that if I make him a great potato.
Exactly.
It's true.
There, and let's be honest. There's not many things greater than a baked potato with some sour cream on butter.
It's true. Okay, question.
Question? Okay. How did you change once you became a father?
I think you
kind of answered that. Yeah.
Do a new one.
Oh, well, I was going to say, because there is a practical way.
Oh, okay.
But mommy was very concerned before you were born.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, because I'm so anal retentive that everything has to have a place, and when you have kids, like, the place is the house.
Yeah.
And that's where it goes.
Yeah.
And mommy was very concerned that I would have a tough time dealing with that, and that's something else that you guys healed me of. It's like I kind of rolled with it. I knew.
You really did.
Well,
Yeah.
That brings me to a story that happened today, where I got to the house. I had something in my I had like eyeliner in my contact lens, and so I went upstairs to borrow one of my dad's because we have the same prescription. But his contacts are so organized, and I just knew as I was taking it that if one was missing, it was going to throw off potentially the whole year.
Camellia.
And so I
Well, because
debated,
he has a different contact for each eye.
but I debated taking two just so that it was even.
That's, see?
I
Did
didn't
you
know
guys
that.
have the same prescription?
In one of my eyes.
Oh, wow.
You have the same in both eyes, right?
Yeah, but I have astigmatism in this eye. But anyway, so I told him, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry, it's fine. I have a box for all of the
Randos.
And I was like, I knew that you would have found a solution anyway."
So true.
It's true.
In case you've never had a lychee, look
They're
at this.
so good.
Yeah.
I've had so
really
many
are.
lychees this week because they're at Bristol Farms right now.
Yes. So this is a wonderful
They're so good.
little fruit.
They're
So you just peel them like this. It makes a great cocktail too. We can make a
Yeah, it
lychee
does.
martini. I'm gonna see what happens if I throw it into my wine.
Fruit in a drink.
My
Exactly.
rosé.
You know I like that.
But
I'm curious with some things.
What about mixing your peas and anything else on the plate?
Doesn't bother me as much.
what do they taste like? They taste
So
the
sweet.
kind of the consistency of melon, like maybe like a sweet melon, but a little more.
If you guys have ever had mangosteen, it's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
rambutan.
No.
But they're sweeter than rambutan.
Yeah.
When I was living in China, I went to China thinking that it was going to be like a walk in the park, like study abroad, like how everyone else thinks of study abroad. It was not. We'd have classes every day from 8 a.m. until like 4 p.m. And
Even
you
on
didn't have,
weekends?
no, but Monday through Friday.
I had weekend school in Italy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you didn't have time between classes, so you had to go to the cafeteria that was on campus. And because I have so many allergies, it was so hard for me to eat things at the cafeteria. So there was one little fruit stand, and you could get a huge bag of lychees, like double the size of this, for like $5. And I would eat
Wow.
a bag of lychees with a literal pile of white rice. And finally it got to the point where I was like, Mom, I need for you to send me food. I was like blowing up entirely because it was just so much sugar, but like every time you have a lychee, it takes you back.
Well, and
It's
also
so good.
you would go to places and tell them your allergies, and they'd say, yes, it's fine. And
And then
you were
they-
getting plenty of
Dose
Well,
me.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of soy sauce.
MSG and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
So you mean you're allergic to this in everything?
Yeah.
question.
Question. Okay. What types of reflections did your mother have about your parenting style? Well, our parenting style was different because generationally, I think we're all different. My mother, first off, my mother was not much older than I was, so she would talk to me like I was an adult, and therefore I would logic with her and convince her that I was old enough to do things, such as ride my bike in downtown Sausalito onto the ferry and into San Francisco
Crazy.
when I was 7.
That's so crazy.
But then we moved to Los Angeles, and we were in a 1-bedroom apartment with Alan, and I knew that there was a bus that went all the way down Wilshire Boulevard to downtown. Now, if you're not from here, Wilshire Boulevard goes from the beach to downtown. It's got to be 20 miles on one long boulevard, and you can switch at the end of Wilshire to something called the Dodger Special. I called the bus station, they were called RTD, and said, how do I get to Dodger Stadium? And they said, well, you take the 83 at Wilshire, right next to your house, and then you transfer at 7th and Main. 7th and Main at that time was Skid Row. It's now like a cool, hip, gentrified area, but it was Skid Row at that time. And go to Dodger Stadium. So I said, okay, what time does I didn't understand that buses come every 7 minutes. So I would say, well, what time does the bus? And like, well, what time do you want to leave? And I said, I think we'd leave at 3:45. And they're like, well, there's a bus at 3:46. I said, okay, if I miss that one, when's the next?
yeah,
I'm
those are
9.
smart questions for
I'm
a
9
9-year-old.
years old.
Yeah.
I'm talking to them at 9.
That's
And I'm
crazy.
like, I said, if I miss the next one, they said, well, the next one is at 3:51. Like, okay, the one after that. So I had all the details, and I went to my mom and said, this is what you do, this is how you do it, and she let me go.
Aw, yeah.
At 9 years old to a day game.
I think your mother was more strict with you.
Oh.
Your mom, and I understand the merit in being a strict parent. She used to give you the finger and a look.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a difference between, in that generation, you just, as a parent, like, you did not backtalk your parents. You didn't, it was less about your feelings and more about your respect and your honor of your parents, and you do it because I said so. And somewhere between the two, I think, is really like a good balance, because I think when you have the kind of relationship where we do, where it was always about your feelings and how, then it became hard to like lay down the hard line.
Not like always. I'd say you guys actually had a good balance, because sometimes the way I hear kids talking to their parents today, I'm like, oh, my mom, like, that would have never said
Okay, good.
that.
I'm glad you feel that
Oh,
way.
yeah, Mom.
Yeah.
We, like,
Oh yeah.
if there was a hint of sass in our voice, like, it
Tom.
would be called out. Yeah, it would be called
Okay,
out.
good. But I think, I mean, your mom she gave you so much love, but she also had, strong boundaries for you.
She did.
Yeah.
But she also like nurtured that feeling side. I mean, when we got
Yeah.
together,
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
Caroline saying, you're the first boyfriend that's ever asked me how I feel. And I'm like, well, that's kind of what I was taught to lead with.
Yeah, exactly.
From my mom.
So a lot of people are asking what we are doing for Father's Day. Bruce's dad is coming into town for the weekend. So we are going to be celebrating with Bruce and his dad for the weekend. Alan is going to be in Palm Springs with his son Steven and his 2 grandsons that are in town. And that's what our Father's Day plans are. So It was nice that we got to do our little mini Father's Day with Alan, and then on Wednesday, and then we have our little show with you guys today, and then Sunday we'll be with Bruce's dad.
We're going for a drive up the coast to a restaurant.
Yeah, it'll be
Just to
fun.
give Daddy his gift.
Sure, you want to open your present?
Sure.
But I'd also, for this question, meant what types of reflections did your mother have by your parenting style? She always was telling us, "You're so lucky that he's your dad."
Yeah.
Like, I wish
Yeah,
I
that's
wish
so
I had
true.
A dad like
Oh,
your
yeah.
dad.
Wow.
Like my dad was so hard to have. As
Yeah.
a father sometimes, and she would always say like, "You're just so lucky you have the best dad in the world."
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. What a stark contrast. And she also said, my dad was the perfect dad for me because he taught me all of my lessons. He gave me the I'll show yous. He, and he, after many, many, many difficult years came around and got sober and apologized. And she was able to have that resolution before she passed.
And it's fun to have a grandfather named Ducky Mahoney. Just is.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
dog.
Amazing. Okay. Present.
Okay.
This is just one of your presents.
Wow.
You have another,
Wow.
but
Yeah.
very good.
But it's
Yeah,
cute.
I'm not worthy, but thank you
You are worthy.
for multiple presents.
Okay, my friends on Facebook, we're going to ignore that comment now. It's been monopolizing the whole show. We're done. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so curious.
I can ban it, but
Yeah.
I do think one of my
whatever.
biggest
Just
skills-
stay in your light, guys. Stay in your light. Don't be distracted by the shadow.
They don't get to me either. Like when somebody has a negative
love
comment,
it. I love the
I find
drama.
it funny.
I love
find
the
it
drama.
funny.
I love the haters.
You don't know me. You don't
Exactly.
know how passionate I am about the things I'm passionate about. Look at that. You save the whole thing, save the ribbon. That's what we got from Zanny.
Yeah.
Saving ribbon.
This
Oh,
way.
I like this. So this is from a clothing store?
Yeah. You don't have to do an ad for the clothing store. It's just.
I was just doing it. Oh, how pretty.
What a nice
Wow.
It's final sale, so I hope you like
I
it.
love it. I love it.
We got a really good deal on it.
Look at this.
beautiful.
Oh my God, what a
Yeah,
great
look at that.
color on you.
I know what I'm wearing.
You'll be seeing him on the next show. You know what else happens to be that color? I'm sorry, I have to.
I know.
You
I was
guys,
hoping you would.
Sneak peek. Sneak
This is
peek.
beautiful. Dude, thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
You guys, these just came in today. They are not on the website yet, you guys, so don't freak out, okay? But
I need to try.
maybe
James Burke.
maybe at some point next week or the week after, but they just came in. But they're not on the website yet, so don't freak out. It is a sneak peek. They just happen to be,
Sneak peek.
give one to your dad, the color of Daddy's sweater, so I had to.
No.
Oh, okay.
I would like my own. It's Friday. We don't eat
This
on Friday.
is,
I've tried one and I can attest.
you
to
guys,
that.
this is the brand new, coming soon, like next week. These are the Gut Renew Chocolate Crisp.
They're so
Yum.
good.
Right? Come here, give me a close up on that. Give me a close up on
That
that.
is insane. Look at the chocolate chips on that.
Yeah. Look at
Texture,
that.
A+.
It has these crispy, they're protein pea crisp.
There are only 2 grams of sugar in this.
Yes,
Wait,
insane.
how?
That's insane.
What, these things take me like
This is
18
like
months to
crack.
formulate. This was like 18 months to get this to you guys.
It's sort of like a.
Julie said, "Holy shit, new bars!" Yes.
Oh.
Okay, now the peanut butter ones are on order, guys. We're waiting for the Gut Renew to get to the manufacturer, and then we will run those. So
This is dangerous.
these are actually coming first, and as soon as they are in the warehouse, they just sent me a couple boxes. That's it. So I don't have this for you yet, but we have some really fun new products coming for
I
you.
can't believe how amazing the nutrition facts are.
It kind of tastes like an Ice Gaze Be Creative bar.
Are they vegan? Are they vegan?
I didn't want to say the brand.
They're vegetarian but contain honey.
Oh, okay. So it has just the tiniest amount of manuka honey in it. So that's the only thing that is not vegan about them, because but actually
The only thing bad about them is how many I want to eat.
Right, exactly.
they're so good.
Yum.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Question. Will there be new fashions or jewelry coming from Leslie? Jennifer, yes. We are moving back, you guys, into Fashion Sundays with Leslie. So we have seen how you guys have reacted to fashion jewelry accessories, and we're super excited. We're going to be bringing Leslie back to do what we're shooting for is one big fashion show every month with Leslie. So she does have her first item ready, and it is going to be within the next, I would say, 3 weeks, you're going to be getting a fashion item. So we're very excited about that. They've got some travel coming up, so there's no show this week, and the next week Daisy is traveling. So the next Sunday show is the 29th. But if she gets this next item in, we might break in and do something earlier. So anyway, thank you for supporting fashion. I know you guys really want it, and we're very excited to support Leslie in that effort. Okay, question. Oh, everyone wants to see this bottle too.
Oh yeah.
It's really a delicious rosé.
It's nice. Well, it's a
kinda
rosato.
sour.
Rosato.
Thanks, Steve.
Question. What are your biggest hopes and dreams for your daughters?
Aww.
Nice way to make it about
Okay,
us.
while he's thinking about it, I'm going to show you. This is piano.
Piano.
Piano means so many things in Italian. It
But
means,
when they say it like that, it means slowly.
oh, okay.
Say,
So like
step by step. Piano,
living,
piano.
oh, okay. Living the
Piano scuro.
step by step.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, that's a
It's
sign
a little
from
message.
Zanny.
I mean, it doesn't mean step by step, but
But
I
it
had an Italian
does.
teacher who always said to me, Violet, step by step, piano, piano.
Oh, but
Slowly, slowly.
you guys, there were literally 10 bottles of rosé in the fridge, and that was the one that spoke to me.
Sweet.
That feels like it was a little
It was
message
sad.
from your
Look
mama.
Look at the sunshine there, which is
Aw.
totally Zanny.
It's a beautiful bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
Hopes and dreams for my daughters. The overriding one is finding peace and satisfaction with yourselves. Because if you have that, everything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
It's and I think it's hard for so many people to be comfortable in their skin. I wish that as a source of happiness for both of you.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's sweet.
I had an interesting thing happen the other day. I realized in the last couple of years, like, I'm very comfortable in my head, which a lot of people are, and I'm very comfortable in my sense of spirit. I've never really been comfortable in my body. And I watch you two, like when you dance and you just are expressive. And I've always had this wonderful appreciation for how free you guys are in your body. And I don't want you to ever lose that because it's so important.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I think it depends. Sometimes in new situations, I'm too aware of my body.
Mm.
And I'm like, what do I do with my hands? You know, like when I'm nervous about something, I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, where do I put my arms now, you know.
Well, I would suggest try and remember when you're dancing
Yeah.
and you're free. Like try and remember what is that space in your brain. For me, it's sports, because in
Yeah.
sports you can't think about anything else, and that's so I'm most comfortable in my body in sports. But I'm getting more comfortable in my body outside of that. Those things.
Tracy has a question. She said, are there any chances of getting just a light colored eye duo without the darker colors? I always run out of the light colors first. Trace, fan, we have so many exciting new opportunities in the makeup that finally it takes many months to get these things to you, but I'm telling you, they are really coming to life, and I'm very excited. So I finally have access to the manufacturer myself, and the products are coming. They will be, it's going to take a while to get them all happening, but the foundations are first. I have redone the color spectrum on the foundation to have more variety for a larger number of women.
Yay.
And I used it yesterday. I was so happy. So happy. So anyway, yes, the answer is yes. More eyeshadows in different colors. Michelle wants to know, where is Bunny? I would like to ask the girls a question. I'm going to start with you, Violet. What do you think, what is one thing that you are grateful to your father for being your dad?
Am I getting the same question so that I can prep?
Well, you can do a different one or you can do the same.
Camelia wants to get a star on this answer.
Thank you, Trace. Thank you.
Just want to be thoughtful.
I think I'm just grateful for who he is. I think that I have a dad who's so loving and caring and hasn't ever tried to be that way because he's a father, but has just always been that. And he's that for everyone, like not just me. And so I feel lucky to have this like very just conscientious human being as my father. And I got all the benefits of like you being such a loving, caring person who's naturally, it's like rare that you find a naturally pure person, you know? And I think I didn't realize that because I have two very pure parents and like I'm in this family where everybody has pure intentions, and when you go out into the real world, not everyone's like that. So I really just couldn't have asked for a better dad who has always given me love and support.
Aw.
So sweet.
Camelia, is there anything in particular that you're grateful for your dad?
I think
About-
it's hard to limit it down to one thing, but
Yeah.
the first thing that came to mind, which I wasn't expecting this to be the one, but it was speaking to me right now, but I'm grateful for how you really teach us through your own challenges. Like you really make lessons out of your, I don't want to say shortcomings, but times that have been hard for you or mistakes that you've made, and you hone it into us to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's a really helpful thing that you do, and I guess it just means I'm grateful for your mentorship
Yeah.
and being a teacher.
I appreciate that because one of my, as I've shared with you guys, one of my theories is that everything, like when you're deep in a pile of crap and things are hard, every time I've invested patience, eventually, and sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's a decade, it reveals why I had to go through that, and it reveals its perfection and why I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
So that when you say that, it makes those difficult times that much more worth it.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they're soulless. It's why we come.
Yeah.
It's why we're here on Earth, is to evolve as humans.
Yeah.
So we hope we do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, it's not just that, but it's also that when you see us not making the same mistakes that you might have made, you have such genuine pride.
Yeah.
Where I think not all children have that with their parents. Where sometimes there's weird jealousy where their parents, parents get jealous of their kids
sorry.
for
That's
over
true.
succeeding or hitting certain metrics before they did in a certain age, like whatever it may
Right,
be.
right.
And you're just so genuinely proud and happy for us. And it's just so.
It's not even a thought. It's,
Yeah.
Oh, I hate to even do this, but if you joined us late, we do have a promo code.
It's necessary.
The
Wait,
promo
what is
code,
the code? What is the code?
The-
Dad.
Dad.
it is DAD25. DAD25. I want to give a shout out to Alan, who, as a stepfather and a father-in-law, has been an amazing teacher for us. So many lessons from Alan, and also to my dad. Like I have so many different dad styles, and what Alan has taught me is to not be such a people pleaser, and to not, excuse my language, but to not give a crap about what other people think of you. Do the right thing, and then be confident with your decision.
Yeah.
And it's okay if some people are mad at you, if you feel in your heart like you've been moral and just and done the right thing. Like, it's actually okay if people are upset with you.
Yeah.
And he has been such a great teacher in that for me. And of course,
And to that point, finding a way to be comfortable with people.
yes,
Not liking
it's a big lesson.
Yeah.
Especially
I
in
struggle with
business.
that.
Yeah.
So
It's
important in business, especially.
Yeah, you do, because you're such a mini-me.
Yeah.
But I'm better now.
Yes.
Even I'm getting better at that too, because I'm not as much of a pleaser, but I do get really uncomfortable if I think people around me are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I've gotten better at being like, people can handle their own stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't need to take away the pain.
I'm good at doing that with satellite people now, but I still have a hard time with my closest people.
Yeah.
No, it's always hard if somebody in your close circle feels disappointed in you, because you do have to look and reflect,
What part did I play?
exactly.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest
Yeah, exactly.
disappointment. Yeah.
I also think your closest circle are people that know you and accept you. So when they're disappointed,
Yes.
it's like, what did I do now that's outside of the norm to
Right.
make you upset?
Yeah.
Because usually you just kind of accept things. And
Yeah. What do you feel, Bruce, is your greatest lesson from Alan?
My greatest lesson from Alan is strength and resiliency, because Alan and I have had a wonderful journey that started off challenging because I came with my mom and he was in love with my mom, and I was kind of a nuisance. And I kind of get it.
And he had a family of his own.
Yeah. But she was in her late 20s, so you have this hot chicksa in her late 20s, but it comes with a little-
Mid-20s.
What?
Mid-20s.
When I guess
Yeah.
so, when they first met.
She's younger than Violet.
Yeah, exactly.
it's crazy.
She
And
was 20 when they first met.
No,
No.
she
No,
was,
probably
because you were like three,
probably
Yeah.
4, yeah.
22, 23, probably.
Yeah.
And resiliency in the way that in life, I think it's important to recognize when God or Spirit, or whatever your belief system is trying to tell you, hey, cut bait and move on. But there are times when things are tough, and this is where I think it's very hard individually to figure out which one is which. There are times when it's tough where you're meant to hang in there and see what it's like to go through that problem. And Alan and I have worked through so many of those problems and grew from a time when it was really challenging, when I didn't feel accepted by him, to really loving each other. And that's a great success story that we get to share together.
Yeah, it's true. And also, as you moved through different chapters of your life and became more of a man, it gave him more respect for you. When you and I got married, that was one chapter
Yeah.
that was really healing for you guys.
Yeah.
And then when we had kids, you guys just healed everything.
Yeah.
Because all the whole family, when everyone had kids, it's we had this amazing thing in common, that we
Yeah.
all had this new generation of humans that we loved and adored.
Yeah.
Yes, Suzanne wrote many times about blending families. Read Two's Company. That's a really good a good telling of their business and personal lives and how they intertwined everything together. Whereas Alan tonight, he's at home. He is at home. Are those seeded grapes? No, there's no seeds in the grapes. I don't know if these red ones are really sweet.
Yeah.
The green ones are delicious too.
Yeah,
We
try
should
these.
freeze them.
They're so good. You guys see this on my arm a lot when we're doing shows. This is my dad's watch. So I was looking at this on my dad's arm for as long as I can remember. And it's how I keep him with me. He passed away few years ago. Yeah.
Aw.
He's so sweet. Like, best dad ever. Like you.
Don't make us cry.
Ugh.
We're on camera.
Cry for good reason. Like,
Yeah.
talk about, like, your biggest cheerleader, supporter, fan, like, wants the absolute best for you.
Yeah.
That's my dad.
And it wasn't just wanting the best for his blood. He wanted that for everyone.
It's so
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
Ugh.
Yeah,
He was,
so true.
he would meet someone off the street and we'd hear him cheerleading some stranger.
Every cashier, every
Yeah.
server, every valet, whomever. He
Yeah.
was, he loved community.
Yeah.
He
was like
loved
that too,
people.
Actually, his grandpa.
Yeah,
I
he's
get
very much.
paragraphs about strangers that I have never met and will never meet, and I know everything about them.
Yeah, this is Bruce's dad, who was also Bruce Summers.
Yeah.
God, this is great.
Bruce Summers.
Yes.
Amazing.
And we have
Okay.
Grandpa
Whoa.
on that line to thank for such a great last name too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summers is a good last name.
Summers for, yeah, Suzanne's last name.
Summers, I'm never taking
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah.
else's name.
Yeah, you think Sammy and Grandpa didn't work out.
Yeah.
Suzanne Summers, I don't know if she would have been famous as Suzanne Mahoney.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same ring. Her signature would have been very different.
Yeah, she loved the SS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're all crying, I'm going to talk about the anti-aging eye cream. Segue. Bruce, can you tell us? You guys, you should see Bruce put on this eye cream. He does it in the morning and the evening.
Yeah. Why not?
Can you just show us how you put it on? Because it's the funniest thing.
Why? I see. I still don't
It's
understand
funny.
why it's
Wait, you guys watch.
Okay.
Watch how Bruce puts on his eye cream.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Twice a day. Go.
What's wrong?
Wait, is that-
Okay, wait. Just now show how you.
You just rub it in.
That's gonna be softer. That's a delicate
Yeah.
part.
No, yeah. No, yeah, this is how he does it. This is how he does it. He rubs the hell out of his face.
War paint.
That's so male of you.
But look. I mean, here's the thing. I don't want to get rid of my laugh lines because my laugh lines are who I am. But everything else is a little younger than I actually am.
They're all cracking up. Lots of laughing, crying faces.
I can't do this. No, you rub it in.
Ah.
I hate watching it. It's like,
So
I know.
it's like hurts.
now I think it's important to bring this up. Michelle said, I wasn't fortunate to have a great dad. Mine was abusive, but my stepdad is wonderful and stepped up to the plate. And Michelle, look at you. You just immediately went to the bright side. Like you found what you needed to fill that gap for you in terms of a father figure. And for some of us, it's a step parent. For some of us, it's an uncle. For some of it's
your
a
partner,
friend
like,
or a
who ends up being
yes.
healing you in that way.
But also,
Yeah.
nobody lives this life or escapes this life without having at least one difficult person. In
Yeah,
life. I truly
usually
believe.
many, yeah.
And like whatever you know, you don't see everything just from this slice of a life or whatever. Like there's always something to everybody's life, and like however you can look on the bright side is important.
Yeah, and it's not to
Difficult people
minimize
teach
it.
us.
Yeah, it's like those are hard lessons. They're such
I
hard
was
lessons.
on a business trip once, and I was meeting with a chief marketing officer for a company for a product that a lot of people know. And I'm not going to mention the product because I don't want to call this guy out, but I was getting to know him. We're having a business lunch, and we were talking about life, and I mentioned getting run over by a car when I was 5, which most of you know this story. And he goes, wow, that's horrible. And I said, yeah, but I learned a lot. It actually, there's so many gifts that came out of this horrible situation. I said, but everyone has a curveball. Everyone's had something. I said, you know, I'm sure haven't you had a curveball or, you know, hurdles thrown in front of you? He sat there like, no, I can't think of anything. And immediately I started scooching away because I thought for sure lightning was going to come down and strike this guy.
He's gonna get diagnosed with a brain tumor tomorrow.
These are the scars that can make your life so colorful. And I don't, And I know everyone has different degrees of difficulty in their life, so I don't want to minimize anything that anyone's going through. But as someone who has gone through some stuff that's really, really, really challenging that I never want to go back to, I'm still grateful for it because it's made me who I am as a dad, as a husband, as a friend, and as a person in this life. So I'm grateful for those challenging times.
Yeah, and also honoring all of you for whom this is a really hard day.
Yes.
Because, you know, I mean, it's kind of cliche to say, oh, she has daddy issues. But you know what? Come on. Like,
Daddy issues are hard.
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
It's a really tough one to get through.
It is a really hard one, and you're constantly reminded. And in our society where things have been so based on, you know, the father being the head of the household, you know, I mean, like you think about a wedding, it's like the dad walks the girl down the aisle, the dad gives the first dance.
Gives the daughter away.
Yes, the dad gives the toast. Like it's all about like your worth is based on what your father's worth was. And
Because of the dowry. Oh, wait.
But I'm seeing more weddings
But
where,
I'm
like,
seeing-
both parents walk.
well, in different cultures, that's pretty common. But I think, you know, for people where that isn't a strong relationship, it's even harder. And I think now we're getting to a place where, you know, you are learning that we own our own self-worth. And it is a hard thing to shake that.
It's also okay to get pieces of a male positive figure from different people.
Totally.
You know, I'm not perfect, and I know today we're celebrating me as if I am perfect. I am not perfect, and I know you guys get male example, positive reinforcement from other people, and I want you to. You know, I had Papa Bob.
Yeah.
I have my dad. I had Zeta. Like I've had multiple positive male figures in my life, and I had Caroline's father.
Yeah, and you're lucky. You had a great dad. So.
And I had a great dad, so I was able to add to those lessons. So we all get it in different ways. I would just say keep trying to get it.
Yeah, and listen, we have an abundance of emotional riches in our family.
Yeah.
And
We're very emotional.
I just want to say to you,
She's crying again.
I just could not have picked a better dad for my kids. Like, it's just like, it's the most important thing. It's like what a love and a light you are.
Aw, thank you.
Like, that's just who you are as a human. So it's like to have your amazing genes passed down to my two beautiful, sensitive, kind, loving, smart, ambitious, amazing children. And that comes from, you know, both of your parents and that deep lineage. And just like your mentorship as a dad is just been unbelievable. Your touch, your presence, you showed up every freaking day and night, every day and night, during the day, during the night, early mornings, late, whatever it was. Like, and I couldn't just not have picked. And your mom saw it before any of us. Your mom was the one, man. She saw it. She was like, "Oh no, that girl." She did. I like, dang, I didn't even know at that time. I knew you were a best friend. I knew you were a spectacular human being.
I knew these things. It took me 3 years to convince Caroline Armedio to date me.
And then I met Aunt Maureen and Aunt Marty and all your great cousins and all the I was like, dang, this is a great family.
By the way,
Had
to
such
my
a
family, thank you.
I had a great conversation with your mom. I mean, like your mom and I just hit it off. And a lot of people think like, oh, well, she was this. No, it was like an emotional connection.
What did you guys talk
And you
about?
made her laugh, I think.
Just like Suzanne and I have been through many lives together.
Yeah.
Like clearly, she always said to me, she's like, we had a partnership in this life that you were going to be my support person. And she's like, but we've been through many lives together, as you and I have,
But I
too,
remember
I
the first
believe.
time you spoke.
Oh, I
I
mean,
don't think you said that.
oh, I mean, like it was dynamic. It was just, when you meet someone, you just have like that amazing connection. That's what, I mean, she was also just so unbelievably wonderful. She would look you, when Suzanne put her focus on you, when she looked you in the face, it was like the sun was shining on you.
So true.
And you could feel it. And she took an interest in you. She was so connected and so emotional, like such an emotionally intelligent person. Just like she knew, like she just saw fire in my eyes. She just saw like, wow, this is a dynamic, like she got it immediately.
Yeah.
And we would not be here. You guys would not be here if it were not for your mother.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's really true.
Yeah.
So, okay. What a great,
25% off.
yeah. Oh my
Dad.
gosh.
Dad
Okay.
25. We're gonna
Happy
do
Father's
Day.
Yeah,
Good.
here we are.
Yes.
This is our family shot.
Sorry, such a boob down.
Oh, we get money. Get money. Come here, Miss Boo.
Get boo.
Come here, Miss Boo. The next great thing that's going to happen is that someday you girls, besides Bunny, are going to give us the extended family.
No pressure.
Okay, we love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. I love
Thanks
you.
for being such a great
Thank you.
Father's Day.
Okay.
Everybody say bye.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. We are back.
On Monday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Love you.